have one last question before we end this beautiful chapter. You have to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to come back.
Yeah, because we got to talk about the events too.
Oh my
we got to plug in. Adopt
Yes.
Jersey Cats. Jersey Cats plug. Because that's like, we want the cats to get saved more than anything.
Events and more coming up. But this is the last question I have. And 12 years of being married. What does that feel like?
Oh, for me, you gotta say, because for someone else it might feel different, but for me it's bliss. It's beautiful.
We know Freddie already told us how he feels.
Yeah, Fred is no, I mean, I think he would have said something similar. I just mean, like, other people could be married for 12 years. It doesn't feel like that. But for me, it's absolute bliss. It's blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. I could talk for another 3 hours about Fred, but I'll save y'all. He is the best. Like,
is he perfect like Kevin?
He's not perfect.
Oh, Kevin!
But I think if someone was perfect, then I'd feel uncomfortable. Like, I spent the first, 3 years with Fred convincing myself, like, I'm not good enough for this guy. Like, he's going to leave me. He's going to find some, musical genius goddess queen and realize, what am I doing with this weirdo? Like, I don't feel that way now. I think I'm awesome. But when you're with someone who's so close to perfect, who's so amazing, it can feel, intimidating. Like, do I match this energy? And he's made me a much better person. He's made me so much more calm, though I'm still crazy, but he calms me in ways that I really always needed. I always dreamed of Fred. Like, I always dreamed of him my whole life, since I was a little kid and saw my parents fighting, and fun fact, my dad doesn't speak English, my mom doesn't speak Spanish, they've been together for 35 years. Ask me how, I don't know. So watching them for years, on the struggle bus, just not knowing how to communicate, and literally watching them on that and they're talking good, and then all of a sudden they're fighting. It's like, wait, you're fighting over nonsense. Like, you misunderstood her. That's all that happened here. Rewind, because you just missed it. And so, seeing that made me I need a best friend. I need someone I can talk to about anything. I need someone who accepts me fully. I need someone who pushes me to be better. I need someone who I push to be better. Freddie was kind of the man on the moon when I met him, and now he is a grown, strong, responsible, athletic, fun. He was always fun, but just the greatest, the GOAT.
There you go.
And so 12 years being with someone like that is impeccable.
I like that. The perfection and the greatest.
Yeah, I won't say he's perfect, but he's definitely the GOAT. He is the greatest, he's the greatest. There's no, I can't say enough about that man.
That's awesome. What are your thoughts, Kevin? Because you're all, you were the GOAT and then the perfect man. I don't know. I can't match either or, you guys.
I love that. That's so beautiful. I'm so happy you guys have such amazing 12 years together. That's inspiring to hear around. In my culture, they don't really talk about marriage too much, or if they did talk about marriage, they just not in my culture, the family,
Yeah. Nucleus.
Yeah. They want to talk about marriage like that,
Yeah.
It's so hard to be have always want a good vision of it, and then when they bring in the bad vision of it, it's you right now brought in that amazing vision. It's oh wow, that's what it's like. That's beautiful. Even to the ups and downs.
Yeah, and we've had our downs. We've struggled. We've gone through some things. We had a whole house burned down with our pets inside. While we were away on our honeymoon. That's why we did the vow renewal.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. But we've had some tragedies. We've had so many things happen to us. That's where the whole cat rescue came from. Was I was so sad about that I had to turn it into something productive, or I was going to get lost forever. And Fred was there, picking me up and putting me into the shower because I wouldn't wash myself. I always remember that. we moved around a lot, where we were like this wanderlust kids, where we didn't know what we were going to do with our lives. We figured it out. We followed our dreams. We're doing everything we've always wanted to do, even from kids. You know, like if I as a kid knew I was going to be here, I would have never cried a day in my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
That's awesome. And guys, keep in mind that when Sierra is back, we're gonna talk about the cat rescue mission,
Yes.
the events she does,
Yes.
and we definitely gonna touch more about that delicate subject about how allergies affect women. We have to really.
I think that's a whole one by itself.
I mean, as a matter of fact, what I'll try to do is get an expert in that.
Yeah, that would be great.
So that way the conversation can flow between you two
Yeah.
guys with
And
autumn.
maybe even someone else that also has an allergy to these things, or and I'd also love to touch on in that episode, like, why did I choose to stop eating meat? Now I eat fish. I caved. But I got so tired of like being out with family and friends and not like having fries. Like I was like, all right. But like just there's a lot of things that, like, when it comes to all of that, like the conspiracy of the food we consume. I'd love to talk about that.
Definitely.
And then the events, and I manage property too, and we do a lot.
Oh, we got too much to talk about.
I do a lot.
We're gonna have like 5 to 10 chapters, so stay tuned.
I think 2 more, I'll be alright.
You're too cool to just do 2. You and Freddie are amazing. I don't know, Kevin, what you have to say
100%.
about her.
Yeah, you're awesome. You're
Thanks.
awesome. You and Freddie are amazing. I can't wait to have you back on for 5, 10, 11, 12.
Oh,
There we
thanks.
go.
Well, you know what we'll be back is we're going to collaborate on the Urban Renaissance Project. And you guys will be able to see all the cool local artists and performers of the community here nearby, because we've got so much talent in this area, and I'd love to bring more light to them.
Cool, so stay tuned. She will be back, and she's going to be back with a vengeance, remember that? And we got more cool things to talk about, so don't miss the next episode of the Ethics Guild podcast. Thank you for being with us, and we see you next time.
Yeah.